What's up? What's going on? Yo, 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 yo. Yep. Quick testing here. Where my headphones at, man? All right. Look like we cooking now. I got you. All right. All right. So everything's a go right now. It is. Let me share this up. A couple places real quick. All right. And let me slide over here to let me slide over here to let me get a let's get a Jackson up here. See what the Jackson talking about. Oh, download the Jackson app for the best experience. Nice. I'll take a look into that on mobile, right? Let me see what they do. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and bang. Install that. The Jackson app. Nice. Y'all want to screenshot that? Y'all can definitely do that if you want. Get the Jackson app. Now I ain't finna take all y'all time today. I'm trying to get in and out. I ain't gonna lie. Today, I actually want to get ready for tomorrow. And I wanna sit back and catch up on a couple of my MLB, a little bit of MLB research or whatever the case may be, something like that. Just try to brushing things up for today and just look into tomorrow. So it is what it is. Let's go back. Real top NBA plays today. I'll let Jackson real quick. All right. Okay, so Jackson. Now, Keontae George over 15.5 points, minus 110, right? Um, he's been out for some time, but there's a hit rate for you. So whatever you want to look at, however you want to do things. Jabari Smith over 23.5 points for PRAs. Hit rate for him. Okay, you know. Malik Monk over 1.5 threes plus 133. That's a good number right there. That's definitely a good number right there. And I'm kind of probably end up playing that shit. And they have Keontae George, 15.5 points. Ty Jerome Questionable, great. I guess. You know how that shit going. Jabari Smith, PRA. Malik Monk, 3-pointers. That's a good number right there. Probably ain't the same. I didn't see this. I didn't see that. Dylan Harper points plus rebounds. I didn't see that. Where was that at? Malik Monk, Jabari Smith, Keontae George. I didn't see that. Okay, so plus EV opportunity here. Amin Thompson, double-double, plus 270. So it is what it is with that situation there. Coming off of one. I don't know how I feel about that, but it is what it is. Now, make sure y'all download the app right there. So we got an app here. And what I can do here is hit the Jackson app. And you could download the app for free, right? I haven't set the app up yet, but even, you do got the free parlay generator. You know what I'm saying? So I'll hit that parlay generator right now. Right? So right here, free parlay generator. You're gonna get that for free, right? So you can download the app. You don't have to go to the websites and stuff like that. Look at the baseball down there peeking at us. Ooh, that's why I'm finna go ahead. I don't have that much time. I'm finna try to go. We're gonna put a parlay together, and we finna get the fuck up out of here, right? That's what's finna happen. And then I'm finna do some brainstorming. I ain't gonna say brainstorming, but I need to do a quick reality check for the rest of the day, as far as looking at thinking about MLB, just trying to snoop around, maybe listen to something on YouTube, and try to look into tomorrow, right? Because tomorrow we got a decent amount of games. So. Free parlay generator, all we gotta do is boom, click that, boom, NBA 4-leg player prop parlay, right? So they like K Cunningham points over 22.5. I don't know where that's at, right? I don't know where you're getting that shit from. I don't. Marking and rebounds over 6.5. What are we doing? His rebounds ain't that, is it? Let's see. Marketing, they got the wrong stuff up here, man. K points 27.5. So I'm gonna have to pump my brakes on that. Rebounds for Laurie Marketing was only 4.5 last time I checked. I might have to pump my brakes on that one too, right? So Laurie Marketing rebounds were sitting at they were sitting at 4.5. They had 4.5 at plus money. Now, we're going to get to this shit in a minute, too. We're going to get to this. But let me go back. Kevin Durant, over 25.5 points. I don't know if that's his line, but it is what it is. Loop say he like K over 5.5 rebounds. I don't know how I feel about that. Sabonis, they got a lot of shit up here, so I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to go back and I'm going to push the button again. We're going to spin that motherfucker wheel one more time. You feel me? Okay, this look a little better right here, right? Victor Wembanyama over 23.5 points. I was looking for that. I was kind of like on that, right? Ty Ty Jerome and his threes, right? So I played his threes, Wemby threes. Ty Jerome, 17.5 points. I'm not going there. Now, Reed Shepard was my dark horse today. I got to go back and look, but he was a dark horse for me. You know what I like to do. Duncan over 10.5 points. Thompson over 8.5 points. I don't know, right? So those are some plays, up-to-date plays. Had to refresh that and get that back together, right? So that's how we're looking right there. That is a parlay that they gave us, right? Take what you like, leave what you don't. Water that shit down. I'm all for it, right? Do what you're gonna do. All right, these games, right? So go back to Doink here. Now, not gonna talk about all the games or whatever the case may be, but we got 232 over under in this one. I think it opened up at about 229, 230. Fox numbers are pretty interested at 16.5. Stephon Castle, I just right. Vassell 1.5 threes. I'm an advocate for anybody's 1.5 threes. I ain't gonna say anybody, but the 1.5 3 for Devin Vassell. I mean, it is what it is. The last 2 games he hadn't played a lot of minutes. Champagne 1.5 3 if you want to get there, be my guest. Wemby, right? So Wemby. I like the 1.5 threes. I had a couple plays to the side already, didn't I? Early. Okay, Wemby 1.5 threes over there. That's a parlay right there. Wells 1.5 threes. Keegan Murray 1.5 3. Victor Wembanyama 1.5 3. That's a parlay for you right there. Then I got some more pieces I'm gonna add to it. Points, Victor Wembanyama points and rebounds. I mean points and threes are in play for me. I think I like his threes a little bit better. I ain't gonna lie. He's coming off 2 games where he only went 1 for 4, 1 for 5. But I like the attempts. I need to see you get at least 5 attempts or better. So I'm good with that. Not forcing the issue or nothing in it today. I'm not. Cade Cunningham, don't know what I want to do with that situation. I don't. His 5.5. Loop said he like his 5.5 rebounds. Duncan Robinson. I can see instances where he could probably get to his threes, but it's not something that I was on. Thompson, 5.5 rebounds. That's interesting for me, okay? It's kind of interesting to me, right? It's kind of interesting. His 5.5 rebounds are kind of interesting to me. 3 straight games versus this team, he's hit his rebound prop. Decent amount of potentials here. The last 2 games versus the Knicks, 12 rebound chances versus the Chicago Bulls, 14 rebound chances. Go figure. But at the end of the day, what would I say? Would I take the under here? Probably not. Probably wouldn't take the under. As far as Loop, the 5.5 rebounds, both of y'all. I mean, Cade Cunningham, he been rebounding the ball. I can't talk you off of it, man. Straight up. I have interest in both of those guys' rebounds. No, you got interest in Cade. I got interest in Asar, but both I can see instances where both of them or either one of them can get there. I'm undecided. I'm probably still not betting it. Tobias Harris has rebounded the ball versus this team pretty good last few games. We know he can rebound. All 3 of those guys are 5.5 rebounds. I can't do all 3 of them. Watch all 3 of them get there, but at the end of the day, I can't. I can see instances where Jalen Duren getting there, but hey, I'm so undecided. I can't do it, man. My play for here is 1.5 threes for Victor Wembanyama, and man, I don't like these games, but you could do a parlay. A lot of parlay pieces are lining up right now. Sacramento and Memphis, right? The Tankathon. No. Yeah, Sacramento and Memphis. So I don't know what they're gonna do with Russell Westbrook, right? Keegan Murray, the 1.5 threes, he's over in 4 or 5. But back-to-back games since he's been back, and he stepped right back into the thick of things. 31 minutes and 35 minutes, right? So give me the 1.5 3. I took the 1.5 3 for him, and it is what it is, right? 1.5 3, it is what it is at the end of the day, okay? That motherfucker gonna be out there. He's another guy you could look at his rebounds. I don't know if I'll go there, and then you'll get plus money on a 1.5 assist here. Oh, speaking of assists, let's go back. Let's go back, right? Let's go back to the Spurs. Now, the 1.5 assists for Jalen Duren, that's something you could definitely entertain. Even if you're doing same game parlays and stuff like that, are you having fun tonight? -1.5 here. The assist centers are over this assist prop at 8 or 10 versus this team. And if you like DVP, another option, you can also look at Game Day Insights. We can look at the cheat sheet. And then, sometimes I'll just sit here and filter through the cheat sheet, right? I'll go to the point guards, right? Defense versus position. You can see San Antonio Spurs, they're giving up points. They're giving up rebounds to the point guard position. That's in favor for my boy Luke right there. Going to the shooting guard position, as you can see, 3-pointers made for the San Antonio Spurs. They in the green. You can go to the small forward position. A lot of red there. You might want to stay away from that. I don't know. Power forward position there. Detroit Pistons. 3-point attempts, 3-pointers made. Then you can go say, okay, they're giving up the 3-point attempts, they're giving up 3-pointers made. Then you can go back and see how the fuck they're giving it up, right? So like I could say, hey, take a look at the NBA prop shot profile, 3-pointers made. How they doing it, right? 3-pointers made, 3-pointers attempted, catch and shoot, pull up 3-pointers attempted. They don't have by position right here, but who was that? Detroit. Ninth and pull up 3-point attempts. Catch and shoot 3-point attempts. Detroit. It's probably the pull ups, right? A corner 3-point attempts. It's probably the pull ups for them. Detroit. It's the pull ups for them. So whoever's probably at the 4, you could probably look at that. I'm not going off that shit. But at the end of the day, a couple power forwards have hit the ass for some threes. And then you can go over here and then look at the center spot and looking at the assists, right? San Antonio Spurs giving up a decent amount of assists to the center position. Center gets the ball in the paint. Guess who behind the center? Wemby, right? So, hey, I got to make the right pass. Get rid of this motherfucker because I know I'm not going up over him. Those probably the type of assists that he's getting. And then 3-point attempts, we will not be looking at Jalen Duren for no threes. Okay, so it is what it is, right? That's just a little bit of cheat sheet, DVP, whatever you want to call it. Now back to where we were. Where were we? Oh, we were on Doink. Right. So back to So Sacramento. Look, the Kings, the Grizzlies. I will say this. No, I ain't even say shit. I'm gonna tell you what I was on. The 1.5 threes for Keegan Murray and at least the double here for Maxime Renard. I probably missed a good number on this points plus rebounds. 25 and a half is doable. He's going to be probably, he's going to get the minutes. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. And then his double-double, Renard's double-double is -115 on FanDuel. What about, I knew the Cavs were boosting his that cast out 3 minutes ago in the third for 196. That's good, man. Get on nobody there. Somebody was about to hit for 8 bands yesterday, or was that the other day? And Denver fucked their ass up. That was crazy work. Crazy work. Denver went out there. So FanDuel actually has a good number right now. At -115 for a double-double for Reynard. If you want that, you can go ahead and take that, right? I ain't going to go check FanDuel, but it is what it is. Now, those are the plays for me from this game. Now, what interesting play here is Malik Monk. This 1.5 3. Oh, it was 1.5. That's I seen. Okay, 1.5 threes for -160 as a parlay piece. You can go up to 2.5 as a straight, right? Last 2 games he's gotten there. Last 3 games he's gotten there. It it is what it is, right? So, who was that?
Me.
What you doing?
Nothing.
What do you want?
I came to ask you something.
What you feeling? Come on, man. What?
Mom said what time you gonna cut up the chicken.
Oh, I'm gonna be done with this in a second. Who glasses is these?
Mine.
Yeah, you want to get them?
Yeah.
You got to get on camera.
Okay.
Come on here. Get 'em.
It's live?
Yeah, it's live. Yeah. Just how was school?
Down here. Good.
Good. All right, go ahead. Let me go ahead so I can go ahead and get finished and then come up there and whoop one of y'all ass.
So when you finish?
Yeah, I ain't finna be nothing but about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, if that.
Okay.
Newt. Oh, that was Luke. That was Luke saying, "What's up, Newt?" Phone size doing it is what it is. She said it is what it is. I don't know what I say, what I do. Or do I keep saying that? Probably so. So Malik Monk, even at a minus 160 at a parlay piece, I like it. Not like I said, I'm not going off the rails today. I'm not. Maxime, probably my favorite play. My favorite play is Maxime double here. Sinners, this is such a good spot for him, right? What's up, Mamba? What's up, my boy? Damn, he deleted that shit. I think. Like month for 2.5 or plus 150 bet 365 bet. Let me check a look at the injury news while we at it real quick. Daniel Gafford, Jonathan Kuminga, Cooper Flag. So I'm getting ready to work on tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going light today. Going light. Don't know what I'm gonna do with these guys. I ain't gonna lie. Don't know what I'm gonna do with these guys. Taylor Hendricks. Who else? Who the fuck was that? Somebody got the start last game. Now I will say this, right? So look. It looks like the Grizzlies. Yeah, they small, man. Definitely. So, man, I'm telling you, man. Look, man, Reynard's supposed to eat these boys for lunch, right? But don't go out there selling, man. Straight up. Don't go out there selling, man. Straight up, man. I'm going to end up putting this double-double probably in a parlay or something like that. That FanDuel minus 115 looked pretty good. I'm probably going to have to play it because there's no Cardwell behind him. You know what I'm saying? Do you think the big men from the Kings will have a good game? Shit, they don't got no big man. Shit, they don't have no big man. Oh, from the Kings? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about right now. But Caldwell, he's hurt, man. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. We'll see what's going to happen. And don't forget the tank is out there, man. The No Limit Soldiers, they tanking. But he's in a great spot. He's in a great spot. Don't go out there, get your ass stretched out where you have to run around and don't get your rebounds. Maybe you have to lead towards this points or something like that. Points plus rebounds. That's another thing you could look at if you don't want to look at the double-double. You scared he going to get that 18 and 9. Then you could look at his points plus rebounds type shit. But Keegan Murray, 1.5, 3. Now, I don't know what they're going to do with the Precious Achua because I do more than props. But my time is so limited. After I do my props, it helps me figure out, you know what I'm saying? It helps me figure out where I want to be with full games and stuff like that. But the software that I'm using, it has, it helps you with size, team totals, all that right here. See the spreads, over, under, money lines, team totals and stuff like that. Just like this game here, you could take a look at the over unders, right? See, these are over unders between both teams, how they've been, doing it. As of late, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, first halves, stuff like that. You got the team props as well, where you got the team totals. and stuff like that. So they got all of it. It's just not enough hours in a day for me, right? It just is what it is for me. He said, what's max minutes been like? He did kind of get Utah the other day, man. I couldn't understand it, right? Because look, he played 39 minutes here versus Orlando, 17 and 14. Then come back versus San Antonio Spurs. He had 16 and 12, but 16 and 12, but he played 26 minutes. Now, like I said, the other kid behind him, he's not playing. Cardwell's not in. Cardwell been getting a double-double every time. He's been getting double-digit rebounds every time he can think about it, right? He's 11 right here, 14, 11, 10, 11, 10. So he ain't played since the All-Star break. So we'll see what's going to happen with that. Long story short, I mean, for the spot, you can't do nothing but roll with the spot, man. Roll with the spot. It's a great spot. I just hope he don't get stretched out where he have to chase motherfuckers around and then he can't get his rebounds and shit like that. That's why straight bets are major key. Precious, again, I don't know what the starting lineup going to look like because Precious Achua, like, do they leave him out there? Did he start at the 4? I know Keegan Murray can play the 4, so I don't know what's going to happen here. But Keegan Murray is probably my second favorite play because I know he goes out there and gets his minutes, 31 minutes, 35 minutes, and the 1.5, 3 from this game. Going on over to the last game on the docket here would be the Jazz and the Rockets, right? So, now, so look, Keontae George, he's probable, right? He hadn't played since February 7th. I just don't, I mean, you don't just say he's probable and all this shit and he don't play. Like, come on, man. He's probably going to have to play today, okay? He's going to have to play today. And then they get to these spots where they get to sit motherfuckers versus these weak-ass teams. And then, yeah, mama, they get to sit motherfuckers through these weak ass teams, and then they'll play some of the guys versus the Rockets, right? And then give the Rockets a really good scare, and then go ahead on and tuck their tail or whatever the case may be. So 15.5 points is pretty low for him. But I don't think I would go there. It's a couple spots that I don't mind going to. Cody Williams is not one of them. Ace Bailey. I was thinking about Ace Bailey. I just don't want to get. I don't like the pace this game could be played at, especially if the Rockets can control this pace. But Lauri Markkanen at 1.5, 3, right? I'm almost really willing to. I mean, no, it will go on the parlay. That one, I'm gonna have a 1.5 point, 3-point parlay, right? The base 3-point parlay for me is Wells, Murray, and Wemby. That 3-point parlay, I already bet it. If you like it, take it, right? It's Jalen Wells, Keegan Murray 1.5, 3, Victor Wembanyama 1.5, 3. Now you can add this kid to the list here. You can add this kid to the list, and also you can definitely add that 1.5, 3 for watch he sell. What's he gonna sell? You can definitely add this 1.5, 3 for Malik Monk. One and a half, 3 for Malik Monk in there. Bam. Over 6.5 rebounds. She said it might not play. What you mean it might not play? What you mean, Maya? It might not play. What you mean? All this news. If y'all ain't got underdog in the NBA, y'all ain't doing it right. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on top of it. Look at all this news coming in for tomorrow. DeJounte Murray making his season debut. Chet Holmgren, questionable. Nembhard, questionable. Siakam, doubtful. You could be getting Cooper Flag out. Kuminga, questionable. Joel Embiid, questionable. You know, sometimes this is where we find our edges at. That's where I found my edge at through the injury report. At the end of the day, though, let me keep going. So, go back here. Now, like I was saying, here, Jazz and Rockets, Look, the 1.5-3 for Laurie Marketing. I mean, I'm taking it, right? I'll at least put in the parlay piece. I'm not laying no minus 130 on that. I'm putting in the parlay though, and a lot of people on that 4.5 rebounds. I think it's warranted. It's definitely warranted. You was talking about Laurie. He might not play. I think he goes. No, he's already had been root yesterday. They said he was playing yesterday. Let me see. Laurie. They said he was playing yesterday. Let me see. Well, yesterday right here. Laurie Marketing illness listed as probable, right? So we'll see, right? We'll see. And it'll only be a void, if anything. So we'll see. Now, Filipowski. What I don't mind Filipowski's rebounds. And if Filipowski wants to be a little bit aggressive from beyond the arc, I don't mind that. But that 1-3 for Filipowski, it's in play as a parlay piece. And I do not mind his 7.5 rebounds. I don't, right? I'm not, you know, your fantasy league? You're playing fantasy, that's what's up. Do you play DFS? You probably, I wonder if you know about DFS. Do you play DFS? So yeah, Filipowski, 7.5 rebounds. I like it, man. I like it. Now, some dark horses, okay, on this team. Kevin Love, right? Kevin Love, if you get a line for him, more than likely he's going to hit 1-3, but you know Kevin Love, you don't stop forgetting how to shoot three. So Kevin Love, he went 3 for 3 for 3 right here, 1 for 3 right here. Then versus Memphis, he went 2 for 2 for 3, right? He's only going to get a few minutes, but he's going to come in and let it fly a couple times, test the waters. He's been efficient, okay? So he's somebody you could look at for 3 coming off the bench. You know, if they want to give these guys a scare, you could look at motherfuckers like Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh can really let it fly, right? He can let it fly. He's getting a decent amount of minutes, but keep in mind, this is not, I don't like the pace of this game. Now, Emin Thompson here, whatever you want to do with him, be my guest. I'll talk about the dark horse real quick before I get up out of here, but you got Reed Shepherd, right? He's going to get 20 minutes. If they get to beating up on these boys, then Reed Shepherd is going to be a beneficiary, okay? He's over his points line in 4 of his last 5 games, double-digit points in 5 straight, right? His points prop sitting at 12.5. His three ball sitting at 2.5. You get 1.5 for minus 275 if you want to do it as a parlay piece. But you know he's gonna be somebody that you could definitely take a look at. Reed Shepherd if things get out of hand, and then like I say, he's gonna be one of those first motherfuckers off the bench anyway. That's a dark horse. Let me see. Dorian Finney-Smith. He can come in and hit a few threes, okay? He can hit a 3 or 2, okay? It's 1.5 threes. It's sitting at, you know what I'm saying? If things get out of hand, he'll be out there. He'll be out there anyway. Some shape, form, or fashion. He's played 20 minutes in 3 games straight, okay? So some shape, form, or fashion, he'll be out there. Plus 130 for his 1.5 threes. Those are a couple dark horses that I was looking at here. Now, I mean, you know who Amin Thompson is. You don't need me to tell you about that, right? Going up against Utah, you don't need me to tell you about that. Tyree Eason. Now, Tyree Eason, his points was at like 13.5. It's at 14.5 now. But you don't need me to tell you about Tyree Eason, right? You gonna play his points, or you gonna play it or not? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Kevin Durant, you definitely don't need me to tell you about that. Jabari Smith. Now, there's instances where I couldn't talk you off his rebounds, right? I like his rebounds, even if I take a L. I like the rebounds. Şengün, I don't know what's been wrong with him, right? Ever since they called Durant with the burner, that motherfucker ain't been right? And I don't know what's wrong with him. Could he go ballistic today? He probably could go ballistic today. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. Plus 100 for a double-double, so now he's hit a 3 in 3 of his last 5 games. You get 1-3 on DraftKings for him at plus 182, right? He's hit 1-3 in his last 5 games. You get 1-3 for plus 182 right there. That's a straight bet. You sprinkle a little something on it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's if you want to. Gotta try Sensabaugh 2.5 threes. FanDuel plus 158. So your top picks is Wemby 1.5 3. I like Wemby's 1.5 3. But the truth be told, the top pick for me, it's got to come. It's got to come with a little bit more certainty. And I mean, I don't know how do you pass up this spot here, right? Win, lose, or draw. If you're gonna get this double for him at a -1, so the line is moving. It was just -115 on FanDuel. Now it's -130. But this is the spot of all spots on the board tonight, right? He on paper, he's got the best spot. He's got the best spot. He got the best spot. 3 of his last 4 games, his rebound props his rebound totals 19, 4, 14, and 12. 3 of those games he had 12 rebounds or better. He's going to be the only center. He's a rookie. Let him cook, right? Let him cook. That's all I can say. Let him cook, right? Let his ass cook. So you can look at him for a double and or points plus rebounds because they don't have nobody, no center. It was one guy. I don't know who the fuck he was, but he came in and he played the 5 the other day. I don't know who it was, man. He had a double, I think. Was it Olivia Maxey? No. This motherfucker came off the streets. I don't know who this was, man. I don't know who it was. You got Maximan, you got to start him. You start him today? Man, I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was, man. Straight up, I don't know who it was. Let me check their injuries. Eight motherfuckers, man. Kyle Anderson might play. Slick like the Kings. Money line. Remember, the tank is on. The tank is on. And then make sure you be looking out for the injury news. Because they ain't wild us yet. Somebody finna, man. All right, I'm going to get out of here, though. I ain't even finna lie. I'm finna get out of here. Let me see. But we'll do. Let me see. Oh shit. Let me see. What up, Joey? What's going on? Damn, Renard rebounds are 10.5. Jabari Smith, 6.5. I like the 6.5. I'm gonna go to the books. Like I said, I already had. Let's get a fun one going, right? Let's go a fun one, right? Reynard double. Let's go to the threes, man. I'm just gonna put some plays in there that I liked, and y'all do what y'all want to do with them, right? 2 threes. Jalen Wills 2 threes. Keegan Murray 2 threes. Look at that. Monk 2 threes. Wells 2 threes. Murray 2 threes. And a double. And a double. That's the same game. And a double for Reynard. That's the same game parlay right there for that game. Yeah. I'm not going in all in on the deep end or nothing like that though. But man, marketing 2 threes, man. Like, man, 2 threes for marketing. That's 6 in the bet slip. Just for parlay. Just for parlay pieces. None of those guys are over 3. Don't be too greedy today. Or go ahead and fuck them up. One or the other, man. Just do the do, right? I had 1-3 up there for Filipowski. Might not put it up there, but just to have a little fun, I'll do something like this just to have a little fun. But I'm thinking about tomorrow. I'm about to go into thought for tomorrow, for sure. Live bet, straight up live bet. Throw Maxime up there. That shit should be fun right there. That shit should be fun, man. Just to try to walk it down. If you can walk that down, think you can walk that down? But those are the same plays that I was looking at, man. You know what I'm saying? Same plays that I was looking at. Wimby 2 threes, a double for Maxime, 2 threes for Malik, 3 threes for Straits, 2 threes. I'm not going over 2 threes for Wells. Murray, he can hit 3, but 2 threes to him just for a parlay. I mean, you could mix and match, take you 2 of those out of that. Any 2 of these plays together get you plus money, right? Any 2 of them. You got man, because I ain't trying to be the party pooper, or I ain't trying to be the one. I'm just saying, it is what it is. It's 3 games, man. Live bet if you have to. Like I said, looking at tomorrow, we have Philly and Indiana, Cleveland, New York, Washington, Atlanta, Dallas and Brooklyn, OKC, Toronto. That's gonna be interesting. It might not be. It might be. It might not be. Charlotte, Chicago. Miami, Milwaukee, Golden State, New Orleans, Boston, Phoenix, Minnesota, Portland, Orlando, Los Angeles. Yeah. So, man, that's a lot of games tomorrow. And then, like I said, injury news is rolling in for tomorrow already. Right, Trey Murphy out for tomorrow. DeJounte Murray, he's going to be in. And like I said, if you ain't got this, you need to have it, right? You need to be monitoring these injury reports. This is where we get our edges from, right? Bucks Heat, you like that one? Now, I'm going to come in tomorrow around the same time. Well, tomorrow, so like I said, man, when it's like an hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes before all the games lock, that's when a lot of the valuable information come in. But you got some information right now as far as the injury reports. This is where we found our edge at. This is where we found our edge at, man. This is where we found our edge at. This shit coming out right now. And then some of these games might have lines. Like, look at this Philly game. Not yet. Some of these games got lines, right? Like this Washington game might have lines already. Let's see. See, Washington and Hawks game got lines already, right? So a motherfucker can get the bet. Can get the look at Joey. He already been contemplating on that motherfucking on that what's the name he got. He already know. So yeah, man, there's some lines out already, man. Straight up. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Now, if you really want to catch me every single time, no matter what, you want to follow me on YouTube, because right now I'm live on YouTube, live on Facebook, live on X, right? But YouTube, whenever I do anything, it's gonna be on YouTube first, and then everywhere else, because that's where they pay. These sites, they pay. You ain't fired yet? Bet. Bucks and Miami. Let's see. Bucks and Miami. Do they got lines out? Since she liked that game. Nope. But you can still research it. At the end of the day, though, I'm finna get up out of here. Yeah, man. Because I'm finna. Yeah. And then, like I said, I'm finna listen to. While I'm doing that, I'm finna listen to like one of my. I'm gonna find like an MLB podcast and stuff like that and do some catching up. I should have did that shit over the break. I slipped. Do some catching up to MLB. You know what I'm saying? Try to take my mind off these weak ass games. But I will be live betting them too. And then those parlays are definitely gonna be doing that. All right, but like I said, peace out, man. Peace. If I know how to end this shit here, let's see.